Enrichment Center has provided access. For our students with learning and thinking differences, provision of their accommodations is what allows them to access learning and to be able to have an equal opportunity to show what they know and what they're able to do, whether that is through small group instruction, receiving extended time, having things read aloud to them, and breaking up their content into manageable pieces. Students are able then to access the things that they need, show what they know, and achieve at their highest potential.
So the Enrichment Center is really kind of the fulfillment of a whole lot of dreams. And so my own experience with kids in the past has been that I have been passionate about all students understanding their brilliance. And so having students understand that they have a place where they can really belong, having students who maybe for years have been labeled and have been diagnosed, where they think that maybe education isn't their thing. And so the Enrichment Center provides this opportunity for kids to be able to understand where they are smart. They may learn a little bit differently. They may learn in a different way than their peers do. And yet so many times in that process is brilliance. And so the Enrichment Center came about with that mindset where we are prayerfully considering how God is going to use this Enrichment Center and this group of passionate educators to be able to build into the lives of young men and women for the future. As we look historically at the idea of special education, as we look at the idea of enrichment education, then we understand just how important it truly is for us to be able to focus on the needs of an individual students. So this campus, we've prayer walked this campus. This campus we have walked through and really sought to see how the Holy Spirit, how God was going to direct the development of this program. And I will say, I'm really excited about where we are right now. I will also say it's only the beginning. I'm really excited about where we're going to go in the future as we minister to kids who learn differently.
Oh my goodness, so far this year, I just see huge changes in the way students feel comfortable learning. They feel empowered. They realize that although students learn differently, we can all learn together. And I have spent several years here at HCA with the belief that learning is relational. And this is just a tangible example of how students can come in and access the tools that they need to test differently, learn differently, and feel like they are empowered and they can go into their classrooms and feel confident in learning. In the first 2 months of school, I have seen students initially, they were very curious. They would come down and maybe test with me, have some support. We have a connections class that meets every week. But over the last several weeks, I see the students becoming more comfortable. They realize this center is at the heart of our school and that they matter and that they are important. And I see students that might be a little hesitant to test in an environment that they feel most comfortable. Now they're comfortable. They realize there is no stigma. There is nothing to be ashamed of if they learn differently or they test differently. So far this school year, I have seen this Enrichment Center become just a central hub to our school.
So in my first year here at Hebron, I have been truly amazed at the generosity of various families here on campus. This last year, we've accomplished about $5.5 million worth of new projects on our campus, ranging from new technology to brand new buildings to renovations. And in each of these, it comes down to a family or several families who have just found it in their heart that they want their legacy to be building into the lives of young men and young women. And so the Enrichment Center is no exception to that. And we've had the Gosling family that has just stepped forward in such kindness, in such generosity, because they've seen this. This family, because of their own family experiences, they understand what it is to hurt, they understand what it is to love, and they understand what it is to be generous. And so the Enrichment Center is really the fulfillment of those things that God has already done in their heart. And they were willing to be generous. And let me just say, their generosity will impact the generations to come.
I think the Enrichment Center is going to provide us with a lot of opportunities to be able to grow and expand the programs that we currently provide. We're looking to explore community partnerships, bringing in community tutors as well as other providers to be able to further meet the needs of our students as we grow our services in the future. And so I think that as God just continues to grace us with the ability to do what He's created us to do, it in turn allows us to be able to further support and help kind of come along students and develop the gifts and talents that He's placed inside of each one of them. And there couldn't be any greater sense of purpose than that.